What's up guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about building habits to ensure that we keep succeeding and growing within our fitness business. And we started off the week with Juli coming on to show her experience in reading one book and how that book ensured and gave the habits to really move her business forwards. Then yesterday we looked at the 5 things that I think you should be doing daily, weekly and monthly to make sure that these habits become a ritual and it's going to really push your business moving forwards. Now today what we're going to talk about is we're going to look at Facebook ads, deep dive into the data that we need to be looking at and collecting daily to make sure that we can keep moving forwards. But before we do dive into it, if you haven't already joined us inside our free Facebook group, then I definitely recommend you come in to join. In here we share tips, advice, downloads, guides and so much more to really help you generate leads. Simply head over to Facebook and search FitPro Lead Gen with Dave and request to join. Okay, let's dive in. So when we're looking at Facebook in particular, making it a habit of understanding your numbers, there's a few things that we really need to consider. The first one being the cost per click. The cost per click tells you if the prospect viewing your advert likes the ad, likes the image, or they don't. For the simple reason being, this is what dictates if they click through to the next stage or not. So the cost per click is super high. It means people are seeing the advert, they're not really interested, it doesn't fit with what it is they're looking for, and they're not likely to click it to move on to the next stage. And obviously that next stage is a landing page or collecting their details or whatever it is that you've got set up. So the first thing we need to consider is the cost per click. This tells you if your ad is working good or it's not working at all. The second set of numbers we then need to look at is the cost per lead. This is the amount you're paying for someone to enter your details or give you some sort of information. And when you look at cost per lead, this is somebody going from Facebook to a landing page, submitting their details and moving on to the thank you page. Now, when we're looking at the cost per lead, you want it to be an average over a course of a week, because over a week, a lot of different things happen. The weekend comes, they might be out. It could be really hailstone and really bad weather. They might stay in. It could be a bank holiday. It could be the hottest day of the year. It could be the coldest day of the year. Lots of things happen between the course of a week. Now, once you know what the average cost from 1 week is, that is what your average cost should be moving forwards. So the second thing to consider is the cost per lead. Then we can break it down into a few further chunks. The next one could be the cost per consultation. This is the amount of money you spent in order to get one person to sit in front of you or stand in front of you to explain and try and sell your program. And moving forwards from there, the fourth one is definitely the cost per sale. This is the amount of money you've had to spend in order to get someone to sit in front of you and then to buy your program. So out of those 4 numbers in total, there's 2 that I really think you should consider the most. That one being the cost per lead, how many people are giving you their details and what price are you paying for that, and the cost per sale, how many people are making sales and what is the cost for that. Because once you know these 2 numbers, you can see what areas you're really struggling on. If the advert's terrible, the cost per click is going to be high. If the landing page is terrible or your ad doesn't really match, the cost per lead is going to be high. If you're getting people in for consultations or you're struggling to get people in for consultations, your cost per consultation is going to be high. And if you're not very good at making sales, then your cost per sale is going to be high. Every day we need to mark these down, know these numbers, get to know the average cost of these numbers. So you know if it's been a good day, it's been a terrible day, it's been an average day. You know where you're at, so you know what you need to do when it comes to running your Facebook ads. So what's working this week is make sure we're understanding your numbers, make it a habit to check every day, every other day, once or twice a week, so you know if your ads are working or not. And this will make a big difference to the number of leads that you're making, the number of sales you're making, and how quickly you are growing your fitness business. So I'm going to leave it there for today. If you want to know more, as usual, do come and join us inside our free Facebook group. Simply search for FitPro Lead Gen with Dave. Request to join, and in here you'll get downloads, guides, guest experts, and so much more. I'll see you on the inside, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Cheers.